Hi, today I'm preparing a glorious dessert, a chocolate raspberry celebration cake. It's a little bit long to prepare, a real labor of love, but I promise you your family and friends will be very, very happy. So we start. I've sifted the cocoa powder. To that we're going to add some milk, and don't forget, a list of ingredients can be found at the end of the segment. So this is my cocoa mixture. This is ready. Next, we're going to work our dry ingredients. We have some flour here, all-purpose flour, some baking powder, baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Give this a little whisk. Next, we're going to mix our butter. Make sure it's at room temperature. And our sugar. So I'm going to beat this with an electric mixer. Make some noise. That's perfect, light and fluffy. Next, the eggs, one at a time. Next, the sour cream. Next comes the vanilla. That's perfect. Just gonna give this a little whisk, make sure that it's all mixed properly. Now we're using a wooden spoon. I'm gonna be mixing my dry ingredients with my cocoa mixture here. We always start with dry. Half the cocoa. A little more. And now the remaining. I'm ready to pour. I have 9-inch round cake pan that I buttered, and then I've added a piece of parchment paper. Just stick the parchment paper to the bottom. So it goes in here, half and half. Half in here. And to this, just use an offset spatula like I have here and just smooth it in the pan like this. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. These are gonna bake for about 30 minutes, and the best way to know it puffs up, you insert a little skewer like this, and if the insert comes out clean, you know it's ready. Next, I'll be preparing the whipped ganache frosting. It's very important to use the best chocolate you could afford. We're using bittersweet here, anywhere between 65 and 70% cocoa mass. So what we've done here is chopped it very, very, very fine. I've got some cream that I've brought to a boil. Pour this over top like this. And let it stand 2 minutes before you start playing with it. Just let it stand. It's like magic. This is melted beautifully. You have to let it set about an hour. You want to make sure it's nice and cool before you start whipping it, but you don't want it to be too done. I've let the cake cool in their pan 15 minutes. I'm going to invert it on a rack and just remove the parchment paper. Now I want you to let these cool completely. This is ready to be whipped. That's perfect. We're looking for nice soft peaks, and we've got them right here. Beautiful. I'm gonna take 1/3 of the whipped ganache and mix it in here. We have 1.5 cups of raspberries in the recipe. 1 cup have been mashed. The other half we're gonna use to reserve and garnish the cake. So about 1/3, just a tiny bit more. Just gonna fold that in. This is my filling. Yummy, yummy. Just a little. There you go. Take the cake and just turn it over like that so you get a nice flat finish. And don't be shy to press it down like this. There you go. I'll start with my sides. For the top, use an offset spatula like this. So much easier to work with. And it has to look homemade. Just finishing the last touches of my cake. And all I have left to do is garnish with the fresh raspberries we reserved. The best part.